How to prevent defection in India? Intra-party democracy should be made mandatory. For example, CPM Marxists have a somewhat strained system of inner democracy assured by intermittent party elections and possibly collective decision making. Most other parties are very poor examples of democracy at work. We know how the Congress conducts its election or takes decision by deferring them to the high command. Leaders like the Badals, Thackeray, Lalu Prasad Yadav, KCR, Stalin, Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati consider these niceties to the sheer hypocrisy and don't have even a single page constitution to legitimize the working of their outfits. Yet these fuhrers have the authority and legitimacy to issue diktats and whips to suit their private interest and whims. It is undemocratic to tie a legislator to the whims and fancies of a political leadership which does not honor intra-party democracy. Democratic aspirations are reflected only when leaders are elected by their rank and file. What is lacking in the present legal system is provision for ensuring intra-party democracy in a political party. It is only when intra-party democracy is statutorily ensured that the anti-defection law can gain meaning and political legitimacy. Amendments should be made in Representation of People Act to mandate intra-party democracy. The Constitution needs to be amended to insert a provision that only the violation of whip issued by the political party following intra-party democracy would entail disqualification of the legislator. Number 2, legislation should be introduced to bring political parties into compliance with the Right to Information Act. Number 3, it is necessary to strengthen the Election Commission of India to an extent that powers must be accorded to regulate the action of the political parties to protect and preserve our democracy. Laws should be made to punish political parties to induce defection. The law does not penalize political parties for encouraging or accepting defecting legislators. Law should be amended in such a way if the political party is encouraging defection, the number of defectors in any state head counts that party should be restricted in contesting the constituency on subsequent election on another state's highest vote share accrued on previous election for the national political party. For example, BJP inducted 42 MLAs of Shiv Sena of Maharashtra state. That party should be punished by election commission like it would not allow to contest in all 182 constituency of Gujarat state but only on 140 seats. It will stop the hegemony of major political party. If suppose regional political party like DMK in Tamil Nadu induce ADMK legislator to defect, then in the upcoming parliament or assembly election, that party should be punished to restrict the number of constituency reducing election commission. For example, DMK induct 12 MLA of ADMK. His punishment for not to contest 234 seats but only on 234 minus 12, 222 seats in next state assembly, whether it contests as a single party or with pre-poll coalition. Suppose parliament election preceding state assembly, DMK party should not allowed to contest on 39 parliament constituency but reduced to 37 because 234 divided by 39, 6. So each MP constituency accommodates 6 MLA constituency. This will deter the defection engineering of political parties. Then fourth, the legislators who defects should not be allowed to vote until his case is decided. The right to vote should be freeze as soon as an MLA and or MP decides to defect. Number 5, more stringent norms should be instituted for legislators to resign. The voters elect an MLA or an MP for a term of 5 years. Even if they are allowed to resign, there should be a law which does not permit them from recontesting on another party's ticket and contest election for next 5 years either in assembly or parliament. This is necessarily to prevent them from hopping one party to another. Also should make a ban on them from becoming minister for 10 years will make dents of defection can be curbed to a great extent in India. Proportional representation electoral system should be implemented for upcoming elections. Number 7, political funding and electoral bond should be transparent. Number 8, the decision to disqualify a defector should be made by the apex court in the case of MPs or the High Court in the case of MLAs and the advice of the Election Commission within 7 days of defection. The best ways to prevent defection altogether is to get the voters to punish the defector. No political leader wants an early termination of his or her career. If he knows that switching sides would make it impossible for him to go back to the electorate and get re-elected, he would not contemplate it. So political awareness should be propagate to citizens of India.